This is the Lone Ranger. I'm with my friend Action Jack and Burgymeister. We're right here at the Iverson Movie Ranch in Chatsworth, California, in Los Angeles, where I made my television show and my movies, The Lone Ranger, and a million other movies and TV shows. Westerns were filmed right here. You're back with Action Jack. Look at Action Jack YouTube Adventures. And got Burgomeister behind the camera. We're at Iverson Ranch. This is one of the greatest places for motion picture history. This is where The Lone Ranger was made. All the John Wayne pictures. Wyatt Earp was here. Bonanza, Rawhide, you name it, was filmed here. Thousands of pictures. And we're gonna go on and look at what it looks like today in Action Jack Adventures with Burgomeister behind the camera. So this may be, the Iverson Movie Ranch may be the place where more movies and television shows are made than any place in the world. And we're going to learn about the actors that were here at Iverson Ranch over the long career of the movie industry. All right, Garden of the Gods was part of the Iverson Movie Ranch, which flourished from 1912 into the late 1960s, the golden era of the B Western movies. The site was known as the most shot up location and movie history. Cowboys such as Rex Allen, Gene Autry, Hopalong Cassidy, Johnny Mac Brown, Sunset Carson, Gary Cooper, Ray Crash Corrigan, Eddie Dean, Wild Bill Elliott, William S. Hart, Hoot Gibson, Buck Jones, Allen, Rocky Lane, Lash LaRue, Robert Livingston, Ken Maynard, Tim McCoy, Tom Mix, Clayton Moore, the Lone Ranger, George O'Brien, Roy Rogers, Randolph Scott, Charles Starrett, the Durango Kid, Bob Steele, John Wayne are just a few of the hundreds of cowboys from the pictures that left their indelible footprints in these trails. It's the six-gun heroes and their gallant horses. Woo!
And there is the Lone Ranger Rock right from here to where we are across the street with the sign.
So I'm a movie historian, so I know movies way before I was born, way back in the olden days.
You are a historian.
But one of the actors on that list was Alan Rocky Lane, and he was famous for the Red Ryder movie series. That was a big, big deal. But he later was the voice of Mr. Ed. He was the talking horse.
Of course.
Yes.
That one?
Yeah, so there you have it. So I saw a gentleman there, and I said, did you know about this place was famous for all these movies and television shows? And he says, oh, yes. And we found out that he is a very famous animator who animated The Simpsons and Ren and Stimpy and Batman and a whole bunch of others. So here is our new friend, Kent Butterworth.
Oh,
This is Scooby-Doo.
How do you do, Scooby?
Right? You did the
How you
drawing.
doing?
How's Scooby-Doo?
We're up here at Iverson Ranch in the Garden of the Gods, looking and this is where John Ford and the crew of the Grapes of Wrath, when the Job family first arrives in California, this is what they saw, and now it's today we have it's a suburb. We have suburban houses. In those days, it was all orchards, and it looked like they'd finally come to the promised land.
Wow.
Isn't that fantastic?
So Scooby-Doo?
Oh, give us your name, Scooby.
Oh yeah, Kent Butterworth.
Kent Butterworth. Hey, I like the name.
That's so
And
fantastic.
animator of Scooby and the Smurfs and the Flintstones.
I'm as tall as
from
you
the
now.
old
I'm
days.
standing on the
standing
track.
On the camera track.
You did Flintstones too?
Yeah, well, Flintstones Kids. It was a sequel.
Wow. And what was the other one you said?
Smurfs.
And the
Smurfs.
Everybody grew up with the
And the Smurfs. And
Wow.
Fat Albert and the Crosby Kids.
Oh my
and
goodness, you did a
a lot of stuff.
That's
stuff.
talent you have.
fantastic.
A lot of stuff.
Well,
Back in
Kent
the
Butterworth,
day.
it's an honor meeting you, sir.
Okay, and be on YouTube. Anyway, this is a great place to come and take pictures.
And
It
you're
sure
gonna
is.
take some photos for
I'm gonna
your.
take some pictures that I'm gonna I want to do
Sketch.
paintings of later.
And you have to hurry up because your wife's waiting.
My wife's waiting
So,
for me.
so you're married to Mrs. Butterworth.
She's married to Mrs. Butterworth.
He likes his.
Fantastic.
The
he
best
likes
part
his
is my
syrup.
name's Ken. She's name's Barbie. So
Wow.
Are you serious?
That's
Kent
fantastic.
and Barbie
Ken and
Butterworth.
Barbara. Yes. Okay, zoom in a little bit.
Remember, this is
Okay, there's the building. That's Lone Ranger Rock right there.
Okay, let me focus in on that.
That one.
That's the Lone Ranger rock.
That's the Lone Ranger.
I
And
got
if
a
you want
picture
to,
of
you
it.
could hike down. There's a trail that kind of goes down in the gully and up again. And you can see, you could probably find on the internet the picture of Lone Ranger.
Yeah.
What he does, he comes around the corner, stops in front of the rock, and rears
Wow.
up. So, like I say, if you want to feature that, you probably want to take that to see.
We'll
you
go
can see
down
the
there.
little trail. You can pick it up off of this is the road here.
And there's the trail.
So, okay.
And there's the view. Last view of the LA Valley, which is interesting that that's where the family from the Grapes of Wrath got to see California. And now we're going to go down there across the street to see where the Lone Ranger, I like to call it the Lone Ranger.
Yeah, and so many
Rock
movies
is.
here. So there's a dolly track here from the movies that they did. This is the most heavily filmed outdoor location in the United States and maybe in the world because of all the movies that were done here, from the silent days with Buster Keaton and Charlie Chaplin, and Cecil B. DeMille did The King of Kings here.
Didn't they do a Perry Mason or something here
Well, I'm
too?
going to get to that.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, there's
See, that shows you how little
they
I
did.
know.
Jezebel was done here with Betty Davis. Stagecoach. That's that classic John Ford, John Wayne movie. The Grapes of Wrath. The African Queen was done here. Shane, that fantastic movie. The Guns of Navarone. Around the World in 80 Days was done here. The Lone Ranger, Bonanza, Gunsmoke, The Rifleman, Wagon Train, Wanted Dead or Alive, Perry Mason, The Adventures of Superman, Zorro, The Big Valley, Star Trek, and the list goes on and on and on. But really for the Lone Ranger. So this is called the Lone Ranger Rock. And Breggy and I went here. It's a huge park. In order to get here, you got to go through a lot of brush and up and downs, and there's no pathways.
Killed ourselves.
And it
It's
was
not easy to get to.
90 degrees on October
It was
18th.
hot.
Very, very, very hot. But it was fantastic. And on this time of year, in the late autumn and winter, the Santa Ana warm winds are so beautiful. There's no wind here now, but it's just a high pressure and really nice.
Can you imagine riding the horse up there? Hey, Tonto,
Yes.
let's go ahead and get
Jay
to that
Silver
rock.
Hills and Clayton Moore, who Bergie and I got to meet. He was super nice. My mother
Yes.
was sick, and he did a very nice picture autographed and gave it to my mom. And my mom was on her
Thrilled.
last days, but she was so thrilled to have the Lone Ranger give that to her. It was just so one of my warmest
we still have
experiences.
it.
We still got Clayton Moore's autograph.
Yes.
Super sweet man, and we truly love him. So going back here for the Lone Ranger and a ton of other movies. By the way, Ronald Reagan did Death Valley Days here along with other movies too. He wasn't listed there. And his
Yeah, his library's right down the street,
it's
the road.
this is right off the Ronald Reagan freeway.
They're the 118.
Yeah, the 118. So the Reagan Library is right by here.
Yeah, so beautiful here. And you walk around here and you just see why they use this setting for all kinds of westerns and outdoor movies. We could have walked for hours and hours and hours here because every rock you turned around and found another rock and another bush, and it's like you're in another world.
Yeah, so they did a ton of shows like Mannix and
Mannix.
Fugitive and Perry Mason, as I said earlier. But these rocks that we're going to now was from a big movie. It was a silent movie of Buster Keaton, and it was called
Yeah, do you
The
remember?
Three Ages.
The
The
Three-
Three
oh,
Ages.
okay.
So, and this is supposed to be in the Stone Age, and so he plays a caveman. So we're coming up to a cave over here. That was part of it. So that's going to.
Oh, yeah, I love that cave. I know we saw it in a Western, too.
They got all these little
And the
caves.
split rock here. I mean, this place is that's why they call it the Garden of the Gods, because it's just amazing place.
There are so many places like this in LA County, by the way.
Yeah, and they have a Garden of the Gods in Colorado, we went to, which is absolutely spectacular. The rock formations there, but this is unique too. Look at that split rock. Moses cracked that rock, and water came out of it. You know that, right?
That's right. It's in the Bible.
Yes. See, I know where that water came from. That's why it's so lush. So we should be coming up to that rock formation, and that was in Buster Keaton's movie.
Yeah, The Three Ages, where he plays a caveman. So there's got a lot of history to here. So we really loved it. This is the most filmed location maybe in the whole world. But right there, so there's some caves back here.
Yeah, can you believe they used this for a cave and it's just literally an indentation in a rock? Look at this. I mean, movie magic, right?
Yes, and so we're going to do other movie ranches coming up too, where in fact we're going to have one coming up where they did Gunsmoke, the main one that they did for Gunsmoke and a whole bunch of other TV shows.
yeah,
But
that
here we're
was-
coming back to Lone Ranger Rock.
Might as well end where we began.
So on
sort of.
behalf of my lovely bride, Burgermeister, this is Action Jack, saying we'll be back, it will be soon, and that's the name of that tune. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you didn't, give us a thumbs up. And comment, it really helps. And please subscribe. Thank you for watching Action Jack Adventures.